Very good morning, ma'am. I'm Namanda Dhuria, and I'm here to speak about my journey in from the process to getting into the Banaras Hindu University. So it's a very simple and generic journey, whereas it does not contain any very much of thrilling contents in it, but it's a simple, sophisticated, and a very common journey. So, I started my preparations in 12th when in 2020 May June around, because before that I was preparing for National Defense Academy examination, but my eyesight started deteriorating on a rapid level, to which doctors are keeping a watch and recommended that it's no use filling up the National Defense Academy examination form, even though I gave the exam and secured good there. But then after that, after I had to give up NDA, I picked up CLAT, BHU, and Christ as my options, whereas BHU was on top because it is very economical, feasible, and with larger future scope. Whereas CLAT and Christ were quite expensive, and I was not very attracted towards 5 years LLB course. I wished for a greater time period so that I can first do my graduation and then decide on further. Now, for me, BA was a shifting field which I always wanted to shift. Only because of India, I got into science stream, that was physics, chemistry, maths, and like economics dragged my interest from very beginning, since like I love reading newspapers. So the economics column used to interest me a lot. It used to make me brainstorm on several aspects of the subject, where it was involved into as high as deciding country economics to deciding the choices of general public. So this factor encouraged me a lot to pick up the subject, because it also takes huge amount of mathematics and statistics, and I love to do maths. So these were my reasons for choosing economics as my first priority. So when it comes to form filling, here the interesting part starts. Like form filling, the forms of BHU were out after a month. The CLAT results were out, and my CLAT results were horrible. So after that, I was completely demotivated, because not getting into it after working hard was a period of self reflection. So that time I was quite demotivated. I was not willing to fill up the form. My father and my sister actually made me fill up the form. They said that just you have decided it earlier and you are not going to give up so easy. So this was how my forms got filled. Then again, due to my demotivation, and I was questioning my capability of even appearing for a competitive exam, my preparations were not in full swing. Like before the CLAT exam, my preparation for all the exams, like even if we consider, I used to prepare as in whole for all the exams, because the syllabus were quite similar. Giving the time to my preparation was quite big. But after CLAT, my preparation swing deteriorated, and which was quite evident to my loved ones. My mom used to come in, and my mom stepped in, and she made sure that every day at least I'm reading newspaper. I'm not giving up on newspaper. I'm reading it regularly with complete attention, and which helps a lot, because the two sections, general knowledge and current affairs, and English section, can be easily tackled if we read newspaper with complete dedication and with an open mind. So English and the current affairs and general knowledge section can be easily made that way. Also, I love doing maths. Like maths was a stress buster for me, so that came in handy. Like even in worse situations, I used to practice maths. I love playing with numbers, so that helped me a lot. And this is also a reason that I'm opting for the combination of economics, statistics, and maths, if considering I'll get eco honors in future. And this is the story of form filling. The exam day also was great. Like the center was great. The center had supportive people. Although due to electricity cut, our exam was delayed, but that was handled pretty well by the management, and they were supportive towards the student and considerate. The exam was, I would suggest, moderate. It required a little bit of brainstorming, but it was enjoyable, and I really did the paper well, and I was happy that I didn't miss it out. Also, I really was confident that I would get in, but I was not sure about the subject choice I would get. Then the results were also delayed. Like after the exam, our patients were tested in every nook and near. But in that situation, and even for preparation, the BHU Infopedia team with a couple of other YouTube channels came in quite handy. Like I belong from Rajkot, Gujarat, so there aren't many coaching institutes for the exams I tackle. We usually have here only JEE exam coaching institutes, and in this situation, like the BHU Infopedia team and a couple of other YouTube channels, actually by providing relevant information and making us understand the syllabus, came in quite handy, and they were very helpful. After the results came out, the process was again delayed a bit before the call letters were out. That time, ma'am was really helpful when I was panicking a lot. Will I get my subject or not? My rank is this. Will I get in? Will I get paid sheet or will I get regular sheet? So that time, BHU Infopedia team was, I would say, primarily the best buddy, if I can say, because it was only ma'am who used to reply regularly to me and I would say she handled me pretty well, because I am sure that the kind of person I am, I would have irritated her with asking her multiple times, will I get in or not. So thanks a lot for that, ma'am, and I'm extremely sorry if I've ever irritated you in some way. And this was the process after got in. After the counseling yesterday or day after the results were out and I got my subject, I was very happy. I felt that the entire thing comes to an end. The usually 2 year process, which actually took 3 years for us, came to an end in a special COVID year. So I want to thank everyone who made me do this, didn't let me give up, and I am hoping that I work hard enough in the extreme and prestigious University of BHU, and I believe that I will be working hard and achieving further dreams and making everyone proud. If I were to suggest the coming batch, I would say that make sure that you read newspaper regularly. Secondly, you are taking a mathematical approach towards general nitty-gritties of life, like buying stuff. Instead of using calculator or asking your shopkeeper, I would suggest that you pre-calculate it in your mind and give numbers, which would help you in quant section a lot, along with developing logical reasoning mindset. So these are my couple of things, and I would say never give up. Believe in yourself. It's a great university. You do want to be here, because that was the driving force for me, that I would want to study in a university like this. And I wish everyone all the best, and I would like to thank BJ for the area team again, although it's very less, but I would thank them a lot. Also, I would like to especially mention the helping hand they provided during the counseling, and like it was a complicated process, but each and every doubt I put forward to ma'am was very quick and responsive and gave me accurate information, which helped me complete my counseling process in a very sophisticated manner.